Welcome back. This is the second video solving model examinations from past paper. The first question here, it says square root of 4.56 is given. Here it is. And square root of 8.26 also it's given. And then we are asked to find the square root of or radical 456 plus radical 828. Try to express this 456 in terms of 4.56 because 4.56 already given to you. So can we write 456 as a product of 4.56 and other? Yes, that number is multiplied by 100, or I can say 4.56 times 100. I can say this 456 means this one, so plus the next one also, because there is no decimal here. That means the decimal is at last. When I shift it twice to the left and I bring the decimal here, I will multiply by 100, because twice I shift the decimal point means I will multiply by 100. The same manner 8.28 will be multiplied by 100 for the second one also. Then the next one you can break down, or you can decompose the radical and you can give for each. So 4.56 in the radical times radical 100, you can separate, plus radical 8.28 times square root of 100 again. Because it's multiplication, we can separate. Now this value I do have 4.56 in the square root, it's given to you already, 2.14 multiply with 10 because square root of 100, plus the same manner 8.28 is given to you, 2.88 multiply by 10. Then what's next? Multiply. When you multiply by 10, the point will be shifted twice, once 21.4 plus 28.8. That's going to be the final answer. You can add it 12. We have 1 because 4 plus 8 is 12. We have 1, and 1 and 1 2 and 8 10. Again I do have 1, but the point, don't forget the point. I will put the point here and 0 here, and then I have 1 and 2 3 plus 2 5. So the answer will be 50.2 or 20. We can see 2 or 20 doesn't matter, so the answer will be B. The next question, it is a product of square root, as you see, square root, and another square root, but in this square root there are another 2 square root again. In the radical, 3 radicals are there. So we can put the 3 square root together like in one radical. We can write square root of 2 times 8 times 6 times radical 3 times radical 6 times radical 2. We can just put all of them in one radical, because one radical, and there is another radical, but the other under, like in the radical there are another 3 radicals. Then 2 times 8 will be 16 times 6 multiply with, what about this one? Radical 3 times radical 6, we can put them together, times radical 2. All of them are in radical, so I can write them. In the square root, 6 times 3 times 2. All of them are in the radical, so 6 times 3 18, 18 times 2 36, 36 in the square root. Then 36 from the square root, it's 6 because it is a perfect square number, and 6 will multiply with 6, which is 36 again, times 16. Then when we extract, we can extract separately, because multiplication we can decompose or we can break down. Perfect square. When this one comes out 4 times 36 comes out 6. 4 times 6 will be 24. So the answer will be B. The next one, It says 3x square equal to y square plus y cube over z. Find the value of x and y. Find the value of x. We are asked to find the value of x just. But y value given and z value also given. That means we are going to substitute. So what to do? 3x square is equal to y square means I'm going to insert in place of I negative 3, square it, plus again negative 3, cube it, the whole over negative 3 over 2. This means negative 3 square is 9, minus, because this one when you cube it it's negative, 27 over negative 3 over 2. We have to flip it because it's a denominator fraction. We can say here times and then negative 2 over 3. Okay, let's write it. Let us use the space wisely. 9 minus 27 times negative 2 over 3. Negative 2 over 3. What did I do? This negative 3 is squared and it comes 9, as you see. And next, negative 3 cube, it becomes negative 27, as you see. But the denominator, it's a fraction, so I have to flip it and multiply. Then simplify. By 3, 1. This by 3, 9. This is the same as 9 plus 18. Why plus? Because negative times negative, there is another negative when I multiply. 9 multiplied by 2, obviously it's 18. But negative times negative will be positive. So when I add, it's going to be 27. But I will not stop here, because we are given 3x square is equal to 27. Everything what I process is the right side hand, so it becomes 27. So I have to complete for x. Then divide by 3 both sides. When you divide by 3, the x value will be, the x square value will be just 9. So when I put in the square root of the 9, x will be 3 or negative 3. Because what does this mean in another way? Square of a number will give you 9. What number squared and give you 9? Either 3 square or negative 3 square will be the answer, because 3 square, it is, if you square 3, it will be 9. If you square negative 3, also it's 9. So when you take out from the radical, both sides you have to put in the radical first of all. When it comes out, x value is equal to 3 or x value is equal to negative 3. So we can have two answers. The answer will be D. The next question, the next number, it says, the next question, it says, what is the exact value of this cube root? As you see here, the two numbers, it's cube root. Okay, what numbers will be cubed and give you this result, and what number will be cubed and give you this? As to me, you have to be systematic. This kind of question in the face, you can start from the choice. The denominator number is very easier. Small number, like 3-digit number. So what number cube and give you this one? Check it. Take 7. 7 times 7, it's 49. Again, multiply by 7, because we are trying to check. Cube root means you need to think of the reverse process. A number is multiplied by itself 3 times and give you this result. And then in the denominator there are 7 and 15 and 13. So 7 times 7 times 7, will it give you this result? Check. 7 times 7, it is 49. 49, if you multiply by 7, it will be 343. Or obviously, when you learn about perfect cube number and perfect square number, 343 is a common number, you know it. So obviously the answer must be either A or B. Then to check for the numerator, again try to check 13 times 13 times 13, or 15 multiply by 15 times multiply by 15. But as to me, you have to be systematic. For example, 13 times 13 times 13. 3 times 3 will be 9. Again, 9 times 3 will be given 9 times 3, 27. So the last digit is 7. So I'm just multiplying the last digit. When you multiply 3 by 3, it's 9. Again, multiply by 3, 27. So if you multiply these 3 numbers, the last digit will be 27. So better to check 13 multiplied by 13 before you check. Before you multiply, you have to check. Now our answer, either it has to be A or B, because the denominator must be 7. C and D doesn't work, so immediately eliminate them, forget them. So be focused, either A or B. So to choose either A or B, and before you multiply, like by 13 or 15, check the last digit by multiplying last digit. 3 times 3, 9 times 3, 27. So obviously choice A must be the answer. Check, when you say 13 times 13, first of all 13 is 169, you know it. Then multiply by 13. 3 9 27, you have 2. 3 6, 18 plus 2 20, you have 2 again. 3 1 3, 2 5, again 169, because you are multiplying by 1, no change. So 7 you have, and 9 you have, and 11 you have 2. So 21 7 97. That's it. The answer will be A. Next question. It says in the cube root 13 over 16 plus 5 over 9 over 5 plus 9 over 16 plus 1 over 5. So what to do first? Try to add those fraction having the same denominator. For example, this one with this one you can add, and this with this, add them. Then you will multiply with the next one. By the way, the next one is a perfect square number, both of them, so you can extract them, which is 2 over 3. Radical 4 means 2 and radical 9 means 3. So let us do for the first one. First one, cube root of 13 over 16 plus 9 over 16. You will add the numerators only because the denominator is the same already. 13 plus 9 will be 21 over 16 plus, again 9 plus 1 will be 10 over 5. This is the answer for the first one. Multiply with 2 over 3. So it will be 13 plus 9 must be 22 over 16 plus 10 over 5. I add this one with this one because the denominator is the same. I add the numerator. Next step, I can simplify. This one by 2 8, this one by 2 11, and this by 5 1, this by 5 2. Then in the cube root, what do I have now? In the cube root, 11 over 8 plus 2 over 1, then times 2 over 3. This one I don't have another choice. I have to apply crisscross. 11 times 1, it's 11 plus 8 times 2 will be 16 over 8 times 2 over 3. This is cube root, don't forget. Next step, I add them. It is going to be 27 over 8 in the cube root, still multiply by 2 over 3. Cube root of 27, 8 over 27. Yeah, 27 over 8, sorry. So 27 from the cube root will be 3, and 8 from the cube root will be 2. Then multiply by 2 over 3. That's going to be 1. Because diagonally they can simplify. By 2 1, this by 2 1 again. By 3 1, this by 3 1. Here what did I do? 27 means it is the same as 3 cube, and 8 means it is the same as 2 cube. So easily extracted because both of them are perfect cube number. The next one, which one of the following or one of the following is not both perfect cube and perfect square number? Obviously 1, 1 is the same as 1 square, it is the same as 1 cube. What about 0? 0 also 0 square or 0 cube, it's okay. What about 64? 64 means I can write 8 square or 4 cube. So A, B, C does it work, but 343, it is the same as 7 cube only. It's a perfect cube number, but it's not, a perfect cube, not perfect square number. So the answer, which one is not both? That is D. The next question, it says 20.4 the whole square is equal to x. 20.4 the whole square is equal to x. This is given. Then what is, don't forget this, what is 204 the whole square? This number I can write it 20.4 times 10 the whole square form. What did I do? Just I express this one in terms of 20.4 because I know 20.4 mean, which is x the whole square. Then the square can be given for each of the number here, the product, because remember there is a rule which says AB the whole square means it is the same as a square b square. So this means 20.4 square times 10 square. Instead of times, better to put just a put dot because there is x. What does this mean? This means x times 10 square means 100. X times 100 will be 100x. So the answer must be it should be C, but no x square. Yeah, it's a problem of editing. It's okay. So the answer must be C, but without square. Okay, the next question again. It says radical 1 over 7 times square root of 122 times square root of 1 over 16. All of them are in the same index. They do have the same index, square root, square root, square root. So we can put in one square root and then we can simplify the numbers because they are fraction. We can write it in one radical. So radical 1 over 7 times 112 times 1 over 16. This is not 122, it must be 112. Okay, then I can simplify here by 7 1, this by 7 1, then 42 6, yeah, 16. So what do I have? 16 times 1 over 16. Then again diagonally simplify 16 by 16, just 1. Square root of 1 means it is 1. So the answer will be D. Okay, the next question again, all of them are in cube root. All of them are in cube root. It says cube root of 24 plus cube root of 81, again plus cube root of 192, the whole over cube root of 24 it says. But we cannot put the whole together because there is plus case, we can't do that. So we can have only, we can do what? We can give this denominator for each. The denominator we can give for each, because if you have a plus b plus c over d, you can write it a over d plus b over d plus c over, like the denominator d can be given for each of them in case of addition and subtraction. Therefore, what can I do? Cube root of 24 over cube root of 24 plus cube root of 81 over cube root of 24 again plus cube root of 192 over cube root of 24. We can write in this way. What did I do? I just give the cube root for, the denominator, this denominator for each of them. Next step, you can cancel this, just one left, plus this you can put them together in one cube root of 81 over 24 plus again cube root of 192 over 24. Then this means I can get back here 1 plus, I can simplify. Okay, when you simplify this by 3 8, this by 3 27, both of them are perfect cube number. Again here by 3 8, this by 3 6 64, both of them are perfect cube number. This is 4 cube, this one is 8 cube, 2 cube. So what will be the result? Now the result will be 1 plus the second cube root, it will be 3 over 2 plus the next one will be 4 over 2. 3 over 2 plus 4 over 2 will be 7 over 2 because the denominators are the same. I can write this one 1 plus 7 over 2. That means by crisscross you can add 2 plus 7 will be 9 over 2. 9 over 2 means it's the same as 4.5. So the answer must be A. So these are the questions that I prepared for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll come back with the next video.